it's Elena from Pink Monarch Prints, and I'm so excited to be showing you guys today's video. We're going to go over 10 simple collage techniques to create beautiful collages. Each idea has a lot of different variations, so it will be easy to kind of work with what you have to create these ideas and make them come to life. I feel like I'm continually learning a lot of new techniques and ideas, and I learned a lot just filming this video. If you guys like this kind of video, please let me know and let's just get started. Okay, technique number 1 is to switch up the type of media that you are using and to use a variety of it. So for example, book pages, your printable scrapbook kits, music sheets, tissue paper, even things like napkins, receipts, junk mail, packaging. It's fun to just experiment and include a different variety of these. Technique number 2 is to kind of think about the edges of the different media that you have, rather than just your typical straight edges. So you can tear sheets or use those special edge punches that kind of create that lacy effect. Those are just fun as well. Sometimes I use a ruler to tear the edge of a sheet, and that gives it a very subtle torn look, which is nice. So those first 2 techniques are kind of my go-tos for creating my background, my general background, but I do continue to use those ideas throughout creating my collage sheet, so it's up to you what you want to do. But moving on to technique number 3 is to create a focal point by adding a cluster. So I personally like to get a variety of different sizes and shapes and colors and everything to create my focal points. Sometimes I'll just do 1 per page, sometimes I'll do a bunch. In this scenario, I am doing a bunch, and just working by adding these elements to create that cluster. Obviously, clusters can be any size that you want, just depending on what you have. You can use cutouts from magazines. My favorite thing to use for clusters are actually those printable digital kits, because they have a lot of variety of sizing of the elements within them. So I am using the one I designed, and it's nice because there is a huge collection of matching elements that go together. Moving on to technique number 4, that is to utilize your paper strips or washi tapes, just those thin pieces of paper from your scraps or whatever. These are super great for frames, borders, adding a pop of color or clash of patterns. I find lots of ways to use these on my pages, and they're really great. And of course, if you don't have washi tape, then you can see I did use a variety. I used some paper and just kind of made it look like washi tape, and then I actually used some stickers, and it just works out either way. This moves us along perfectly to idea number 5, and that is to use your stickers. So I like to use sticker sheets as well as stickers I just find out in the wild per se, at places like restaurants, on product packaging. You can even use stickers from like food, like fruit stickers, if you know what I'm saying. It's just fun to kind of mix up your ideas and your techniques with that. You can even add them onto paper and cut them out. Overall, stickers are just a great way to add a pop of color and some intricate detail without having to do too much work. Collage technique number 6 is going to be stitching. So I'll show you kind of a little before and after as an example, but here is the after, and you can see I just sewed around. And if you don't have a sewing machine, we're actually going to go over another method as well. That stitching was just super easy and simple for me because I do have a sewing machine, but I'm going to show you guys another fun way. So I have this thread and these large needles, and I just go ahead and create some fun stitching borders around that right side, and it's just super cute. The reason stitching is so great for collages is because you can use different stitch patterns, you can hand stitch, and you can even hand draw stitches, so you can get a darker marker and kind of mimic what some of those stitch patterns might look like, and that's really fun as well. Technique number 7 is to use fabric or lace in your collaging. This is another 3D method, and it's really fun to add a little bit of that in to get some more of that textile pattern, and a great way to reuse some fabric or lace scraps. Moving on to one of my favorites, technique number 8, and that is text. So there's a million different ways you can use text. As you can see, I have a bunch of different pieces from the keepsake collection kit, and they just have some different sizes. You can use some happy mail and cut out pieces of, like, cut out the letters. You can handwrite your own, use stickers, rub-ons, cutouts from magazines. The options for this one is endless. Another great way is to simply get on a computer and type some words that you want in your journal with some fun fonts and then add those into your collage as well. Technique number 9 is one to do near the end of your collage process, in my opinion, and that is to use your paints, markers, and stamps. So I'm going to hurry and add on my little pieces, my final pieces here, and then I'm going to use some stamps. I like to use stamps in dark ink as well as some lighter inks just to add the dimension that I want. It's also good to grab some markers or fine pens, kind of whatever you have around, and add scribbles, stars, dots. You can outline objects. You can create that faux thread look, like sewing look, and just add some layering. It's also a great time if you want to add some fun colors and a pop of design. This is where you can really add mixed media and insane texture to your projects and really balance out some colors. And finally, my last technique for the coolest collages is to use your everyday finds. So I have this little piece of a menu that I actually got when I was traveling through Utah. So that is a great example of kind of an everyday find and some junk that I collected. But some other good examples would be to, go on a hike and bring back some flowers, dry them out, put them in your journal, receipts, restaurant menus, tissue paper, and junk mail, photos like personal photos or cutouts from magazines, digital prints, farmers market, finds, matchboxes, and all sorts of fun things like that. Once you're done, you can just take a look at it and decide if anything else needs to be added. But for me, I am done, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and all of these different collage techniques and ideas. It's always fun because collages come out different every single time and are just a relaxing and fun way to use up some of your crafting supplies. I was super excited to share these ideas with you guys, so if you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe, and we will have more videos like this, as well as some other fun techniques and tutorials for you to follow along with. This is, again, my December 2025 journal. I try and do a different journal each month using a new printable kit that I designed. So if you're interested in that kit, then I will have that linked in the description of this video, and I'll show you guys a little showcasing really quick. This kit is called the Keepsake Collection, and it is super beautiful. It's one of my favorites so far. I feel like every month just gets better. And if you want to get this kit at the best price, then I recommend that you become a monthly Kit Club subscriber, but you can also get the kit anytime on our Etsy or in our other shop. So I'll have all of that linked. This is a printable kit, so it's an instant download, and then you can print, cut, and play with it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you again so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Goodbye.